Greetings from Hayward, Wisconsin with a report for the week of June 2nd, 2020. On the heels of Sunday night's 35-degree low, not a typo, this week's forecast predicts a mix of rain, thunderstorms, and sun with the highs in the 80s and lows not below 50 degrees. Take advantage of the free fun and free fishing weekend, June 6th and 7th, but keep an eye on the weather. Panfish fishing is getting serious with fish in spawning mode, but other species are cooperating as well. Remember that smallmouth bass fishing in the northern bass zone is catch and release only until June 20th. Now for our detailed fishing report. Muskie fishing reports are scarce, which means few anglers are pursuing them or are enjoying great success. Target shallow to mid-depth areas near spawning panfish and near deeper water escape areas. The current bait preferences include bucktails, spinners, spinnerbaits, swim baits, gliders, and top waters. Walleye fishing continues to be good on most walleye waters. During the day, look for fish around weeds, other cover, and break lines in depths out to 20 feet. In early morning and evening into dark, concentrate on shallow feeding areas on points, bars, humps, and shorelines. The most productive baits include walleye suckers, fatheads, leeches, and crawlers for live bait. For artificial, try swim baits, stick baits, crankbaits, beetle spins, rapalas, and husky jerks, as well as trolling. Northern pike action is good to very good during the day. Look for them in and around weeds and weed lines, as well as near spawning panfish. Catch numbers of smaller fish in shallower water, but go deeper with bigger baits for big fish. Pike are not selective eaters, and live bait, meep, spinners, spinnerbaits, spoons, rapalas, and beetle spins all work well. Largemouth bass fishing is fair to very good, depending on the lake and weather. Some bass are spawning, but nearly all are around shallow weeds and brush in bays and along shorelines. Best baits include crawlers, swim jigs, plastics such as wacky and Texas rigged worms, scented worms, and top waters. Smallmouth bass fishing is fair to good on hard bottom areas and around weed lines in depths to about 20 feet. Top producing baits include minnows, creature baits, Ned rigs, and plastics. Please remember that smallmouth bass fishing in the northern bass zone is catch and release only until June 20th. Crappie action is fair to very good with fish in various stages of spawn, depending on the lake, time, and weather patterns. Look for fish in depths from very shallow out to 10 feet in bays and along shorelines. Expect a light bite with preferred baits being crappie minnows, waxies, worms, and plastics on dressed jigs and plain hooks fished under bobbers. Bluegill fishing is good to excellent with fish spawning in many lakes. Use restraint in harvest. Look for fish on beds in very shallow water, in bays and along shorelines out to about 6 feet or so. Current baits of choice include waxies, worms, leeches, minnows, and plastics on jigs with plain hooks, with flies and poppers also catching the fish. This report has been based on the Weekly Outdoors Report written by Steve Suman for the Hayward Lakes Visitor and Convention Bureau. For this week's report, Steve heard from Pat at Happy Hooker, Trent at Hayward Bait, Jim and Kathy at Minnows Gyms, Mike at Jenks, and Carolyn at Anglers All in Ashland. For more information about the Hayward area, please visit haywardlakes.com or give us a call at 715-634-4801. That's all for now. This is Cindy from Hayward. Until next time, good fishing and be safe.